Hmm.
Hi there, we're talking about halibut fishing again today in our second episode. My name is Sandy Wallace. Fish Army Canada has commissioned me to be your guide on this journey of short stories and relevant information from the pros who fish all around Vancouver Island. On today's episode of Fish Army Canada's series on halibut fishing, you and I will dive deeper into the use of natural baits and touch on scents as well. But just before we get started, Fish Army Canada would like to thank all of its group contributors and fundraising partners and sponsors for helping to make it possible to raise funds for local Vancouver Island community volunteer salmon hatcheries and other nonprofit fishing initiatives. Without you all, it would be almost impossible to succeed at helping to build salmon abundance around our little piece of paradise over here on the wild west coast of British Columbia. Thank you all so very, very much. Now let's get going. Yeah, I am sure the following tips will help. The best time of year to go fishing for halibut around Vancouver Island is generally from April to September. During these months, the halibut are migrating and feeding in the waters around the island, making it the prime time for catching them. The peak season for halibut typically runs from May to August, when the waters have warmed up enough to attract a lot of feeding activity. During this time, fishermen can usually expect to find larger quantities of halibut, as well as bigger fish. However, it's important to keep in mind that the timing of the halibut migration can vary from year to year, and can also be affected by weather patterns and other environmental factors. As such, it's always a good idea to check local fishing reports and talk to local experts, such as charter boat captains or tackle shops, to get up-to-date information on the best times and places to fish for halibut around Vancouver Island. When it comes to halibut fishing around Vancouver Island, there are a few natural baits that are considered more effective than others. Here are some of the best natural baits to use when fishing for halibut around Vancouver Island. 1. Herring. Herring is one of the most popular and effective baits for halibut fishing. Fresh whole herring that is between 6 to 10 inches in length is ideal and can be cut into chunks or fillets. 2. Octopus. Octopus is another great bait option for halibut fishing. It can be purchased whole or as tentacles, and both work well for enticing these fish. 3. Squid. Squid is a common bait used for halibut fishing around Vancouver Island. They should be cut into large chunks or strips. 4. Mackerel. Mackerel is a good bait option for halibut, especially if it's fresh and oily. 5. Sardine. Sardine are larger bait fish that can be abundant around Vancouver Island at times. They can be used whole or cut into chunks or fillets. When using natural baits, it's important to make sure they are as fresh as possible and are properly presented to the fish. It can also be helpful to add scent to increase the attractiveness of the bait. All natural baits are easiest used with various sized spreader bar rigs with a 1 to 2 pound ball or cylinder weight. There are several scents that are effective for attracting halibut when fishing near Vancouver Island. Here are some of the best scents to add to your bait. 1. Herring or anchovy oil. Both herring and anchovy oils are popular choices, as they mimic the natural scent of the bait fish that halibut prey on. These oils can be added directly to your bait or used in conjunction with a scent dispenser. 2. Squid oil. Squid oil is another common scent used for halibut fishing as it is highly effective in attracting these fish. 3. Garlic. Garlic is a natural scent that can be used to cover up unwanted odors and attract halibut. Crushed garlic cloves or garlic powder can be added to your bait for an added scent. 4. Salmon eggs. Fresh salmon eggs are a potent scent that halibut find irresistible. They can be added to your bait or used as a standalone attractant. 5. Shrimp or prawn. Shrimp and prawn scents are also effective for halibut fishing, especially if these are natural prey found in the area. It's important to remember that when using scents, less is often more. A little bit of scent can go a long way, and you don't want to overdo it and scare away the fish. Watch for episode 3 of Fish Army Canada's series on halibut fishing, where I bring you more great tips and tricks and relevant information from the pros. I'll see you soon, tips up and tight lines.